Welcome back to Daily Boost, everybody. It's Dr. Flo. Tara will be back tomorrow later in the week. Of course, we're celebrating 52 consecutive weeks of Love and Action Network TV and also our podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you source your joy. Thank you so much for being here. Next up are our 3 mindful message cards for today. Heart Chakra Wednesday. I love. The first card's all about intentions. Intentions. Today is a fresh start. No matter how my day was yesterday, I can make today whatever I want. My intention for the day is, and there's a blank here, write your intention and tape this card behind your door so you may remember as you leave your house. Today is the day after Election Day. Of course, here in the States, no one's ignoring that. My intention today was to not be caught up in all of the emotional habba-babba of the day, to not acquire any extra sadness that I didn't need to have, any extra angst that I didn't need to have. My intention was to stay right in my peaceful place, and I didn't need to tape it behind the door because I wrote it on the tablet of my heart. And I would encourage all of you in this season, especially as we move towards the next 4 years, to just intend to be peaceful with yourself and the world. It will really work out for you in the end. Next card. Dance it out. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to feel built up energy or crankiness, I will play some music and move intuitively. I don't have to look a certain way. Simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body. Dance it out. And the third card is all about releasing anger, which Dance It Out may help you with that. Anger is a natural emotion, but I recognize that holding on to it can be toxic for me. I look at the person who has caused me pain and see them as the human being they are. I release the anger I feel and free myself. Freeing myself and expanding to love. For those of you who's angry about the outcome of the election, allow it to make room for your expansion into love. Love is bigger than all of those crazy vibrations out there. We just have to latch into that and let that be the thing that becomes part of our collective fascination. Up next is the 52 Weeks of Contact with Melody Beatty. Stay tuned. This week's theme in Love and Action Network is all about perseverance. Here's the day 3 reading. I have a friend who had been sober for a while, then he started using again. For a period of years, no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't get back on track. Finally, he was able to get sober again, but he didn't take it for granted. He was scared. Hope was a fragile quality in his life. I too know that feeling. After my son died, the waves of grief kept washing over me year after year. Sometimes I didn't know whether it was worth it, waking up each day to that ongoing pain. You too have probably experienced prolonged periods of fear or pain. It's not that we don't want good things in our lives, it's just so difficult to rekindle hope when we have lost it. The challenge of the week is this. If there is a recurring nagging problem in our lives right now, we can identify it. We can then tell ourselves, no matter how many times I've tried and failed to fix this, I can still try one more time. Many of us have tried fixing relationships that didn't have a remote chance of working. But now, how about turning it around and persevering towards the good stuff in your life? I'm gonna read the challenge one more time. If there is a recurring nagging problem in our lives right now, we can identify it. And some of it may be political in nature and beyond. We can then tell ourselves, no matter how many times I've tried and failed to fix this, I can still try one more time. Many of us have tried fixing relationships that didn't have a remote chance of working. But now, how about turning it around and persevering towards the good stuff in your life? This is so important, especially as we move through this election period and come to terms with who our 47th president is. We cannot continue trying to fix these broken people or convince these broken people or undereducated people or hateful people that love is the answer. How about we persevere towards the good stuff of love in our lives, the ideas we have, the things we want to build that will bring us a bright hope and future. Let's go towards that. Let's recognize the blessings and the good stuff in our lives and be grateful. Let us be glad and let us be grateful. I'll be right back with today's reflection questions from the 7-Day Pillar Challenge. It is Heart Chakra Wednesday. Of course, the mantra is I love. It has never been a better day to shine, and I love to shine. And so today we're going to focus on the Heart Chakra Anahata to cultivate compassion, love, and emotional balance. How do I show love and compassion to myself? Do I practice self-care and self-respect consistently? What are my current feelings towards my own worth and value? What are my current feelings towards my own worth and value? As it relates to relationships and boundaries, are my relationships balanced and reciprocal, or do I often feel drained? Are my relationships balanced and reciprocal, or do I often feel drained? Do I communicate my needs and boundaries clearly to others, even firmly? Last question, how do I handle conflicts in my relationships? Do I run to the edge of my life and just pretend like those conflicts do not exist? Or do I meet them head on with courage and confidence because I'm full, safe, and enough? So, those are a few questions today to help guide your reflection into self-love and acceptance and also your relationships. I want to thank y'all so much for going to the website and checking out all the awesome that we're doing. Go to lovedandlovable.bio.link for our events and the ability to RSVP. Our programs are now organized there. There's a public announcements page of our daily events, our online store to donate, and also to tap into our services, our newsletter and podcast, which of course you're in right now. We're so thankful that you listen and participate in our magic. And for those of you who are contributing, you can also audition and apply to work with our team. Check out our resource pages. Once again, donate or go to our support desk and live chat us to help us build something better than the things we're seeing around in the world. I'm so grateful for all of you. Continue to put love into the world, because what we put out into the world comes back to us multiplied. Stay in your joy, stay in your power, stay loved and lovable, and we will see you very, very soon around our beautiful network. Have a wonderful night.